Madison Cork Dork. Yesterday I talked about orange wine, a style of making wine. Today I'll be discussing an Italian family of grapes that at one point in our history were incredibly popular, and that is Lambrusco. So why am I doing these videos? Well, the majority of you have probably heard of some of the following varietals: Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, Riesling, and Moscato. I, however, would like to introduce you to the grapes that you've probably never heard of. So at the beginning of each video, I will remind you of a few things. First and foremost, anyone can learn how to smell and taste wine. Your sensations of taste and smell are determined by the chemicals that are in food and drink. So when we say we're smelling rhubarb or we're tasting dark chocolate, we're not making this up. With time, you can train yourself to seek out individual smells. Just swirl your wine glass, close your eyes, and think about what you're smelling or tasting. And this will help you analyze the wine. I'll keep bringing up several terms that I will define at the beginning of each video. You will obviously already know whether a wine is dry or sweet. Body is the mouthfeel you have when you taste the wine. It's analogous to milk. If it feels like whole milk, then it's full-bodied. If it feels like it's skim milk, then it's light-bodied. And if it's 2%, it's a medium-bodied wine. Tannin is the astringency you feel in your mouth that some wines have. It makes your tongue feel like it's sticking to the side of your teeth or to the roof of your mouth. Acidity is how watery your mouth feels after swallowing. The more watery, the higher the acidity, and all wines are acidic. Alcohol, outside of the label, can also be guessed by how much the wine burns at the top of your throat when it goes down. Okay, so on to the grape. Lambrusco primarily grows in the Emilia-Romagna region of northeast Italy. So, over here is the region that is in green. And to get even more specific, right here, and in particular, these dark green areas get even much more down and dirty, so to speak, when it comes to the region that Limbrusco is primarily grown in. So, interestingly enough, the United States is the second largest producer of Lambrusco. So, outside of referring to Lambrusco as the grape itself, it can also be referred to a family of grapes like Limbrusco Grasparasa, Limbrusco Maestri, Limbrusco Marani, Limbrusco Montericco, Limbrusco Salamino, and Limbrusco Sorbara. Pretty sure I butchered several of those words. One of the most recognizable styles of Limbrusco is the Frisante Style, which is a light sparkling wine that is meant to be drunk young. Evidence suggests that the Etruscans made wine out of Limbrusco grapes. The Romans also followed their predecessors and continued producing Limbrusco wines. The benefit was that it was incredibly productive and could produce a high yield. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Sweet Limbrusco was the biggest selling import wine in the United States. During that time, the wine was also produced in a white and rosé style. So you can identify the level of sweetness based on the label found on the bottle of Limbrusco. Secco indicates that it is a dry wine that smells of floral and herbal notes. Semi-secco is a bit more fruitio and, fruitio? No, fruitier. And Amabile and Dolce are notably sweeter, and those will definitely pair well with milk chocolate desserts. So what can you expect from Limbrusco? Well, it's primarily a medium light-bodied red wine. It has a medium light level of tannin. Limbrusco also has a medium high amount of acidity and a medium low amount of alcohol. So it's a pretty easy to drink wine. The wine is meant to be drunk in a red wine glass should you have one. Limbrusco should be served cold around 45 to 55 degrees. Should you have the patience, Limbrusco can also be stored anywhere from 1 to 3 years. You can spend around $10 for a good bottle of Limbrusco wine, which is obviously incredibly affordable. So what are some of the smells and tastes that you can expect from Limbrusco? Strawberry, blackberry, rhubarb, hibiscus, and strangely enough, potting soil. Pair it with pizza or even burgers for a fun meal. So if you want to try a versatile wine that is affordable, give Lambrusco a try. Anyway, this is Mark, your Madison Cork Dork. Join me tomorrow at 3 o'clock when I'll discuss another versatile Italian red blend. Thank you for watching.